Hello, everyone, and welcome to FranTastic InSights. I love this time because we get to share information with you kind of on the inside from some of the most innovative entrepreneurs in brands like the one we have with us today. My name is Joan Winchester, and I'm the Senior Vice President of Franchise Expansion for FranServe. FranServe is the world's largest franchise consulting organization. Our mission, quite simply, is to change people's lives through franchise ownership. And we do it with an incredible group of franchisors, as well as franchise consultants who help candidates and individuals that are looking to explore great opportunities. So today I'm really excited to have with us an emerging brand in the fitness category, BodyBar. And we are so fortunate because with us today, we actually have Danielle Wright, and Danielle is the Chief Development Officer of BodyBar. So welcome to FranTastic InSights, Danielle.
Thank you for having me. It's so good to see you, Miss Joan.
Yeah, great to see you. So before we get started, I know you're a serial entrepreneur. Can you share with our audience a little bit about your background and how you came to BodyBar?
Well, that's a very long story, but we'll make that short. So I've been in the franchise recruitment space for about 15 years, working with various brands, mainly like we had talked about in the micro emerging space. It's one of my favorite spaces to be in. You see a lot of growth and opportunity to really take good brands to being great and exceptional opportunities. So I came to work with BodyBar maybe 3 years ago. They had about 30 franchise partners. Now we're up to 114 territories with about 65 franchise owners. So super excited to be a part of their growth journey and ready to take them to the next level in the next couple of years.
Great, great. Love the growth, and now with you on board, look out, right? So tell me a little bit about what makes BodyBar unique.
It's a Pilates reformer franchise. So what does that mean? Our biggest competitor is Club Pilates. People are going to know it. They're going to understand it. But we do things a little different at Body Bar. We are big about our community and community involvement. The way that we are designed and set up is really meant to foster time before a workout or after a workout. We're inclusive. And what does that mean? That in some types of boutique fitness, you have to earn your way into a next level class or a different type of class. So you have to put the time in. With Body Bar, we want you to stretch yourself and get to your physical limitation. So if that means you want to go into a harder class, we want you to do that. We want you to be able to have the workout that you need when you want it. But Body Bar is really, really unique and different. We started with one franchise owner who is now our franchisor. So that husband-wife team took on helping build the system as franchisees, and then we're tapped to take over and become CEO and the brand president for Body Bar a handful of years ago. And so the growth that Body Bar has seen is really based on their principles, practices, and building that community in their market. And now we've been able to grow because of it. So those are some of the unique differentiators for Body Bar.
Great, great. And what kind of qualities do you look for in a franchise owner?
Joan, that changes over time, right? But I think the root of what we look for is someone that's passionate about health, wellness, and beauty, that really want to create that community environment. Historically, I think in franchising we called it the mayor of the town, but I like to joke and say, endorphins make people happy, and happy people don't kill their husbands, right? So we want someone out there that breeds that kind of happiness and community involvement. We just awarded a franchise to just before our little meeting that they really wanted a brand that had integrity. So we're equally looking for that in owners as well. There's the component of wanting to grow something, have multiple locations, and really have the opportunity for multi-unit growth. But it all starts with someone having a little bit of passion and excitement in and around the fitness category.
Great. And then how about the timeline? So say you had the correct space. What would, once you have the real estate secured, what would the timeline be till you open?
Great question. So it is brick and mortar. That is a thing to consider. But our construction timeline is about 10 weeks. So the moment that you're delivered the space from the landlord, it's a short 10-week period to get that studio open. We're actually seeing some great timelines on the real estate sorting side. So it's taking about a 90 to 120 days to get someone under an active lease, which is amazing in this real estate market. So we're super excited about the processes we have in place that really streamline those timelines to get people open quickly.
And then how about the training and the support once onboarded?
So training starts from day one. So as soon as someone signs on a franchise agreement, we're walking with them on a week by week call. So we set you up on reoccurring calls to make sure you're going through the CRM training, the virtual training, you're working with real estate, construction, and onboarding. The official trainings we have are three. So we have an owner's training where the owner comes to Fort Worth, Texas, and you spend 3 days with our team, kind of understanding what it means to run the franchise business. We have a studio manager training, and that's important for either the owner to attend plus the studio manager if they're so going to have one. And then we have fitness manager training. So that's the person that's responsible for helping recruit and sustain your instructors. There is instructor training. Most of that is virtual, and that's something that can be done in person and a level of virtual training as well. So there are three formal trainings that the franchisee participates in, and then we have the instructor training that we provide as well.
Great information. Thank you for that, Danielle. So at FranServe, we love franchising like you do, right? We actually trademarked our tagline, franchising is our superpower. I mean, what could be more rewarding than putting people in businesses where they can be their own boss? I mean, many people think about it, right? But very few actually know how to get started or know that franchising can make that a reality. So can you tell our audience a little bit about the lifestyle of a BodyBar franchisee?
I can, and it's I feel is their superpower, right? BodyBar's superpower is I can actually say it is an honest semi-absentee franchise opportunity for our owners. A lot of our owners are husband-wife teams, and they want to keep jobs, have balance and flexibility. I mean, even look at our CEO and our president, Camille and Matt McCollum. They had jobs when they started BodyBar. They had two young girls under 3, and so there needed to be flexibility in their life. And that's something a lot of our franchise owners have. So you can take kids to soccer games and football games. You can participate and be there for dinner. The schedule of a fitness club like this makes flexibility really easy for our owners. And that's kind of the joy that they have in owning this is I get to have the fun that I get with owning a fitness franchise, the happy that I get to instill in the community, and the flexibility that I get to have to still have my life outside of owning my business.
Yeah, that was a great answer. Thank you for that. You can tell you're passionate about what you do, and it's also, great to be able to contribute to the success of your franchisees as well as your community. So, thanks for sharing that. So, Danielle, tell me before we wrap up our fantastic insight today, any last thoughts for us?
Um, Oh, I have 1,000 thoughts. But I think my one right now that I'm standing on is kind of don't be afraid of it. Like open yourselves up to BodyBar. There are a lot of things that, hey, let's talk this, let's talk that. But we've survived and kept all of our franchisees operating through the COVID crisis, and we're continuing to see great growth, and that's super important for us. And I think if we stay tried and true to the principles and the integrity of what is our business, we're going to continue to see that growth. So super excited to do that with BodyBar, and don't let things like real estate or what have you stop you from seeing what could be the potential dream becoming your reality.
Great. Thank you so much for your time today. Thanks for being with us. Thanks for your partnership with FranServe. And we look forward to seeing you soon.
I'm excited about it, Miss Joan. Thank you so much for having us, and we look forward to growing with FranServe and BodyBar.